Okay, in this video we're going to be answering our second exam style question on WJEC A-level maths, differentiation, and more specifically looking at the chain rule. So in this question we need to differentiate the square root of 3x squared plus 5x for 2 marks. And on the right hand side I've written down the chain rule. So we've got dy by dx, and that's equal to dy by du times du dx. And we're going to use two methods to get to the answer. So I'm first going to use the longer method, and then I'll use the shorter method to see if I can arrive at the same answer. So first of all, the longer method. So I'm going to say y equals, I'm going to write the question again. So y equals 3x squared plus 5x. But instead of writing square root, I'm going to write to the power of a half. Now what we need to do is get the letter u in our actual equation, in our actual method. And the reason why we need to do that is, if we look in the chain rule equation here, which I've got written around the brown, we've got du in our actual equation. So we need to get the u involved in our actual answer. And the way we're going to do that is, we're going to say let u equals something. And what we're going to do is make this equal u. So I'm just going to write 3x squared plus 5x, so that the examiner knows exactly what the u is equal to. And I'm going to leave some space, and let's say if I put this back into our actual original expression, we will see that y will now equal u to the half. So what I now need to do is differentiate each of these expressions. So let's start with the first one on the top. So we've got du by dx, and once we do that we get 6x plus 5, and likewise dy by du, so we bring the half down as we normally would, leave the u, and we minus 1 from the power, and in this case we'll get minus a half, so that's 1 half u to the minus a half. And we're nearly done, so we just need to put these two expressions now into the chain rule. We need a different colour for that now, so let's use blue. So I'm going to say dy by dx. I'm just going to write it for clarity again. So we've got dy by du times du dx. And now we can easily see that, well, we know what dy by du is. It's this one here. 1 half u to the minus half. So I'm just going to write that in here. 1 half u to the minus a half times du dx. And we know that is this here, 6x plus 5. So I'm going to write this here too, 6x plus 5. The next part is actually very important, because now we need to put u equal to 3x squared plus 5x. So this here. So we need to come back to this here. So I'm just going to say half 3x squared plus 5x, that's still to the minus a half, and we still got the times 6x plus 5. And now finally I'm just going to tidy this up now. So dy by dx, I'm going to bring the 6x plus 5 forward. So once we do that, we will get 6x plus 5, and that's all going to be over 2. And then the rest will stay the same. 3x squared plus 5x, and that's to the minus a half. So that is what you get when you differentiate using the chain rule. But let's see if we can get this same answer using the shorter method, which I was mentioning earlier. But first step stays the same, so we're going to just write the question in this format here. So y equals 3x squared plus 5x, and obviously that's to the half now. Now the next part is very important. So we're going to say dy by dx. Now what you want to do is first, this here, 1 half, you want to bring it down. So that's 1 half, and you're going to times it by what you get if you differentiate this here. If we do that, we'll get 6x plus 5. And the rest, this will stay the same, 3x squared plus 5x. Then you minus 1 from the power, so you get minus a half. And now I'm just going to simplify this. So we get, therefore, dy by dx, taking care, 6x plus 5 over to 3x squared plus 5x to the minus a half. And as you can see, we've obtained the same answer, but in a much more concise manner. And that's how you can get 2 marks on this question on the chain rule. And I hope that was helpful.